don't start again.
You can start.
You don't start again. Your bloody lip gloss. My gosh.
Sorry.
Why? Why are you so unorganized, so unprepped, man? We ain't got time, man.
Don't try me.
What do you mean don't try you?
Don't try me. Anyways.
Hi, guys. We're back again.
Hello, guys. We're back.
And we had a successful episode 1, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, I hope you guys liked it. I hope you got some, insightful stuff from us.
And we're back here again with some more insightful stuff and some fun. And listen to us just, do our thing.
Yeah.
So, like we said before, if you're in the kitchen making food,
grab some wine, glass of water.
you're sitting down reading the book, tune into us, and you're going to hear something nice. So, yeah, man, let's go.
Okay, so this episode is going to be the impacts of African culture on dating.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So
we are African.
Yes, we are African, loud and proud, man.
Yeah, very African. I'm from Ghana, he's from Nigeria.
Yes.
If you watch the first episode, you will know that.
Mm.
And just for those who have not watched the first episode, I'm a queer, and
I'm Vezo, or Vey.
Vezo, Vey, Axel, a queer, whatever tickles your fancy.
We don't want that.
Okay.
We don't want that. Yeah, so
let's get straight into it. Do you know what? I'm going to dive into the first point, yeah?
Let's go.
What I feel like African culture has made women settle for the bare minimum in relationships. Settle for cheaters.
What?
No, honestly, I feel like African culture, African women, are, parents, our aunties, our uncles, or whatever, your grandmas or whatever. I feel like they have a culture and that is very much if a man's cheating, it's whatever. You don't say nothing, you don't do nothing, you just stay in the relationship.
Talk to me, even before we get into it properly, talk to me about Ghanaian culture in terms of dating, because I know even though Nigeria and Ghana is going to be the same in a way, it's a bit different at the same time. Talk to me about Ghanaian.
I don't know,
how was it in your household?
In my household, I feel like it's just like any other African household, really. I feel like I have chilled parents, so in terms of dating, you can, if you want to, you can tell them whatever. But I feel like because my parents are African, my mum was born in Ghana, my dad was born in England, but he was still raised in Ghana, so he's very much African. I feel like it's more of the environment they set up to be able to speak about things like that.
Yeah.
So,
wait, are you from a big family?
You can say that.
Where are you in the family in terms of siblings?
I'm the last.
You're the last?
Yeah.
So they ain't going to pay too much attention to you in such a way, maybe in the dating front, because they already had others before you. You see what I mean? So from your eyes, it might be different.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's true. Because especially, my sister, she's the eldest. She's of my mum's side anyway. So she's 27. So she's going to have the pressure of, okay, when you get married. But in terms of Ghanaian culture and dating, I don't know. I feel like it's just African culture in general, really. I don't really see the distinction. So
I think for people who don't know really about African culture in dating or in relationships in general, I think giving an insight would be good for you guys. So I think from my perspective anyway, you need to focus on your books, on your education, until you're at least 21.
Okay, yeah,
or you finish, all of that.
Yeah.
Make sure education's patterned. Yeah. Stage by stage. You can't bring no gal to the house, no man to the house.
Yeah.
Some are even to the extent of the fact that until you marry, you can't even bring them into the house.
Oh, that's mad.
So that's generally how the consensus of African culture in dating is, really.
Seriously, I can only look at it, look at what my cousins have done and what my siblings have done and whatever. My cousins and whatever have bought their partners home.
Wait, bring the mic closer to you quick. Yeah, that's it, gone.
They have bought their partners home. So it's that's what I've seen, but it's very much, focused on your school, I guess. Yeah. That's what I'm assuming. But if you got a man, you got a girl, you got one, do you know what I mean? So it's just
yeah, all African children, or a lot of them will know that, you're still going to have your man. Yeah. You're still going to have a girl. You just ain't going to bring them to the house.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be comfortable doing that, especially as a woman. Yeah. I don't think that comfortability is there bringing, and then especially depends on the age as well.
Yeah, exactly. And not even from the men's side, especially like the pressure of like having a child. I think that is the biggest thing.
Having a child,
having
out of wedlock? Or?
Out of wedlock.
Okay, that's a no-no in African culture. You do not impregnate no one. You do not get pregnant. You do not do none of that.
So if you
get married and have your kid.
Exactly. So if you man or gal, especially men who are doing their thing there, firing blanks, make sure you fire blanks, because if you shoot it on purpose, just know that your family is going to get onto heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy. But it's difficult because, like, I feel there's in this generation especially, there's like a generational divide in terms of these things. Like, one culture from Britain or like Western world is telling you one thing, African culture is telling you another thing. So when they collide and they clash, it's kind of hard for like the young ones to understand what really dating is. Because I feel like, me personally, I feel like we should be allowed to like go out and date, but obviously be responsible.
Yeah,
and,
definitely. But do you know what? I also think, I feel like us as Black Brits, Britons, whatever you want to call it, us as Black British people.
British people, yeah.
I feel like we take on more of our African culture than our British culture, especially because we don't really feel, you know, accepted in the British society anyway. So we're more likely to just, in our household, we're brought up on African culture. So instead of dating, it's going to be more of the African impact on it. But there is still the British side of it where we're British. We can't.
We're British,
we are British. Do you know what I mean?
And that's obviously not to say that in Africa, like they go out and do dating and stuff like that. It happens, like it's there. It's just like
we don't live there. We don't know. We can't speak on that.
I mean, that's what I mean. We couldn't speak on that really. I don't know.
We can't speak on what's going on in Africa. We can only speak of what we see here. What we are going on. What's happening with us as British Africans.
Exactly.
So, yeah, with that, in terms of like the collision of the British culture and African culture, we are obviously more. Our mindset is more freeing in terms of dating, but obviously we still have that. We
still have that thing of where, like, don't do certain things because if not, your parents are gonna get onto you.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't really think that affects people, because I feel like it affects you in the home. You're not gonna bring certain things home. You're not gonna be able to open up to your parents in that sense. But
I think it's more to do with it. From what I've seen, me personally, it's more of a.
Actually, that's a lie. I lied. Sorry, because I think I did lie. Because it is true, because like what we said about, for example, not having kids out of wedlock, that's like a no-no
That is a no-no fact.
We wouldn't do that because we know that's our culture. We just wouldn't do something like that.
Exactly.
We're not gonna, and if you do, it's a taboo to have a child out.
Taboo.
Like, it's like, especially for your parents, for you to like, if someone has a child, if someone's child has a baby, it's like, oh my God. You look down on them.
Yeah, you look down on them, and it's just like it creates so much tension within the
parents,
household.
By the way, not
the parents, not the children.
But that also can affect how children look at other people that do have children and stuff, because you know the African culture, it impacts us, and Africans are very judgmental.
The relationship between parents and children in terms of that dating in African culture, like. It's bad in a way because we don't even get taught about it. We just said, okay, you're going to get married when you finish uni.
So they don't even speak about marriage with us. That's the thing. Like, they don't even speak about things until you get to a certain age. They don't speak about nothing.
Which is okay. I think which is okay, but like then, you know what? What am I trying to say?
Personally,
I think when it comes to hiding stuff from people, it's better to tell at least what, like, you know, like a child.
Yeah.
You tell them don't touch the fire, and they ask why. You don't give them a reason. Don't touch the fire. Obviously, they're gonna go do it and go try.
Yeah, definitely.
But like when you discuss and you talk to them about it, understand why, then they will be like, okay, cool. Then it's up to them to make the jump or not.
Yeah.
You know, but then it's better to give children or young adults or whatever the warning of the good things and the bad things on why you should date at this time, why you shouldn't date at this time.
So do you feel like, or you said something like, you think it's okay that they don't speak to us at this age about dating and stuff?
I think like there should be drip feeds of certain things at certain times.
Yeah.
Just because like dating in general is emotionally so draining. Like it can if you're not careful, it can really mess up with your mind.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially
you
if
lose
you
yourself.
exactly, and especially when you're with the wrong person.
It affects you a lot. Dating, like dating is serious, but that's why I think that it's important for them to speak to us about it, because I feel like, because I understand that, and I understand that people date from a young age. People will start liking boys and girls at like fucking year 8. Year 7.
I can't lie, even like primary school.
Primary
you
school,
start to see
exactly.
stuff like that.
People normally people date. In primary school, people used to have weddings. Like,
Weddings in primary school.
I
don't know what's
wedding.
What is that, like an East London thing or something?
Oh mate, I don't know, but so I feel like understanding that as someone that's brought up in London as an African and having like young cousins and like gonna have nephews and nieces and whatever. I feel like it's important for me to speak to them about it, because I know their parents aren't going to talk to them about it.
I think it's very important, because like, not for the parents to talk about it because they see it as a taboo. And that's another thing I wanted to say earlier. I think it's the shame. There's a lot of shame behind it because of their parents not telling them about certain things. There's
the generational curse, ain't it?
Yeah, like a curse in a way, really. Because I don't see why we shouldn't be open to talk to about dating.
It's literally just the clash in culture, because we are British. A lot of British don't really want to talk about them being British, but we are British. I think we are very open, and we are very open about these things.
Yeah,
and like, but in terms of Africa, but with our African culture, it shies away from these type of things. So it's just like, it's not good. Like it can affect your children a lot. It can affect people a lot, because we don't know. If you're not telling us from home, we're gonna get things. When you're gonna get to know about these things from outside.
Even sidetracking from that as well, yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of like even making friends with a girl or friends with a guy, it affects that side as well.
Yes, it does.
You know what I mean?
It really does. It really does. Because what if I genuinely have a male friend and I want my friends to come home? Like, it's gonna be a bit awkward, because like, oh, I don't think it's my boyfriend.
Are you dating them? Who is this guy coming to my house? Like,
no.
Why?
The friendship thing. Go on.
Yeah, the friendship thing. Because like, for instance, if I wanted to bring like a girl over to my house, in like them times, it would be hard.
Yeah.
I still did it. I hid.
You hid it, so she went to your room or something. Your parents didn't know that she was there.
Well, my dad went in.
Oh shit! You hear that?
Dad? He ain't gonna listen to the podcast. So you don't know.
Right now, I would bring like my male friends home. Like I've been doing that since I don't know.
Yeah, but you're adult now. But we're talking about like back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, it's even awkward to even mention you have a fucking male stop swearing, but you have a male friend. My dad will think he's my man.
Yeah.
My dad.
You can just have friends, but like it's the thing of education and distraction, and like, oh, you're gonna get distracted by this girl, or because of the fact that you can get in trouble. Your books is going to suffer.
How? Like it's a friend is a friend. Like with my friends, like honestly, I don't really see gender. If you're a guy, you're my friend. You're my friend.
And if you're a girl, exactly,
you're my friend. Regardless if you're a guy, you're a girl. Like friendship is friendship. Like it's just a bit silly, really.
Exactly.
Like it's like they don't see platonic friends.
They don't really see it like that.
Yeah.
Because I know definitely like sidetracking from that thing. Sorry.
Bless you. Oh, okay. Coronavirus?
Nope.
That had to be said.
Listen, we don't have coronavirus. We thank God. But yeah, like to do with what was I gonna say?
The friendship?
Friendship to do with like those friends. Like you can just. Nah, I lost my point. What were you gonna say?
I won't say nothing. But what I would say is like, honestly, people like Black British people, Africans, that were not even allowed to, that were comfortable to bring their male friends home, bring their boyfriends home, bring their girlfriends. They're so lucky, honestly. Like, I'll be younger and think, oh my gosh, how do you do that?
Caribbean culture as well.
Like, how do you have a man and bring him home? Like, how do you have this friend and your parents are calm with it?
Yeah.
They're calm. Like, for me, that was like, whoa, because you're lucky.
Yeah, exactly. Because the first thing they were thinking about, oh, you're going to have a child now. Like, they're panicking for the worst. Like, no, come on,
Who says you're even fornicating?
Exactly.
Like,
you can just be, chilling with them. And
you are. What, it's on the boyfriend or friends?
Friend.
Yeah,
Friend.
of course. They're not gonna be fucking.
This is another point we should come into. Like, would you be comfortable with bringing your man to your house and just like saying that's my boyfriend
At this age.
at this age and when you were younger?
When I was younger, hell no. Like, a big no.
Yeah.
But I feel like now it depends on the relationship I have with the person. Like, if I know it's serious, like, that's going to be my husband, then yeah, I'm going to have to eventually. Do you know what I mean? But if it's just someone that I'm just seeing, no, you ain't see my mum.
Yeah, but I mean, when stuff are serious, like, I think for me, I would be comfortable with bringing him, but then sometimes, I think, I don't want to go too much into my relationship details, but like... Private. But it depends on the parent, whether they're comfortable with it, really, to be honest. So if my mum's not comfortable with me bringing my girlfriend around, then...
But why would she not be comfortable? Like, why are Africans not comfortable with these things? That's honestly, they're so annoying. No offense to African parents, but you lot are actually so annoying.
Very, very annoying.
Like, you lot are jarring.
You must go to uni. You must get a great job. No, what if you don't want to go to uni? What if you don't? What if you just want to do like, you know, what would you do if you don't go to uni? Like
anything. Like, I didn't have to go to uni, but
yeah.
I'm already still in uni because my course relates to what I want to do career-wise.
Exactly.
If that was not the case, I would have dropped out a very long time ago.
I think that's the same for me, to be honest. And like, it's just uncomfortable just being constrained with all these things.
Yeah. But we didn't even get onto my point. The first point I said about having to settle, like African culture is settling. Like,
settling, yeah. Okay, yeah, let's get back to that.
Honestly, do you not feel like African men are cheating is not a taboo? Like, honestly.
To be honest with you, I don't think cheating is...
Come on! Spit it out!
It's not a taboo, you know.
Thank you.
It's not a taboo.
It's
It's
not.
common. It's actually, honest to God, it's common. Because, like, if we want to really go dive into deep, like, there'll be some uncles having, like,
The Nigerian uncles are the worst of the worst. They'll be at the club, offering you to buy you drinks. They'll be doing the most.
Be like, oh, darling, how are you?
Have you not got a wife and kids at home?
That's what they do, you know what I mean? And I will not be I have no shame. They actually do it. They actually do it.
It's crazy.
They will have one wife at home. Some of them even have like 4 or 5 wives, bro. It's seriously. And then when you see them, it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna go to this one next. It's not.
Yeah, so I feel like that mindset, of that, the culture of cheating not being taboo has affected dating, because a lot of women are going to be complicit in their man doing madnesses.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I said, honestly, that scared me of like wanting to, like if I was interested in a man from Africa, like born and raised there in Ghana, I'd be thinking, nah, I don't know about that, because cheating is not...
But there's so many things that go into cheating, though. There's so many things that go into cheating. It depends on whether...
Cheating is cheating, bro.
No, I know, but like, there's so many reasons behind why certain people cheat.
Cheating, isn't it? Thank you, Sean.
No, but there's so many things.
I'm not talking about the reason why. I don't really care about the reason why. Like,
yeah, but I know cheating is cheating, but I mean, there's so many reasons why behind it in a way. But at the same time,
but like you said, why is that like
maybe like someone cheating on them, then they cheat back or something like that.
I'm not talking about all of that. I'm talking about African men having the mentality that, yeah, I can cheat on my wife and it is okay and it's accepted in African culture.
Maybe they've seen it from young. We don't know.
That's African culture.
And it's bad.
Yeah, and it's bad. And that's affected dating for women a lot, especially as Black British people. But I feel like being from London as well, we have kind of like rejected that, because I know me, I'm sorry, my man, not happening. I'm not even gonna...
Warn them now on the camera over there. Warn them now. What is it? Camera 2? Warn them now and tell them walk one.
If you cheat. No, I'm joking. But I'm not even gonna you see with your partner, you see their values. Yeah. So you know who you marry, right?
You know who you're marrying.
Yeah, exactly. So my man is not gonna have that African mentality of cheating's okay.
Hopefully, because you never know.
No, not about hopefully. I choose who, and that's the thing. It's like Another thing, yeah, that women settle because of the age. Like, okay, we need to hurry up and get married. That's when people settle in relationships as well, because it's like, I'm getting old, I need to marry. And one thing that I think is good now, especially like as a Black British, is that we're not doing that anymore. Like, you can be 30 and still be single, and even though people like, they don't like it, but it's kind of like, what can I do? Do you know what I mean? But that does make people settle, that African mentality of like, you need to finish school, get a man, marry, have your kids.
Structure.
The structure of it.
But we need to remember that things happen where things go left at times, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and we have to like understand that when things go left, some things can always come back right. It can come back in the center.
Yeah.
Like, things will always be unsettled at certain times. We just need to know how to cope with it.
Yeah.
Especially in the African culture, I feel like we worry a lot about those things.
But I feel like we're definitely breaking that now. I don't think there's I think that traditional structure of...
It's starting to break down.
So uni, job, man, kids is really not it anymore, because women are very much now becoming breadwinners.
Okay.
Women are now very much getting married in their 30s, having kids in their mid-30s.
And can I just say, shout out to all the single mums. Not only the African mums, single mums who are working hard for their children, giving them like big ups to you, man. Because like,
motherhood is
important.
crazy.
So hard. It's not easy. You know what I mean? I think that's something we'll talk about in another episode. But I think the question I want to ask you now is that, aside from the actual dating structure of it,
men don't cheat.
No.
Stop it. The African mentality of cheating needs to be thrown in the bin.
We throw it in the bin and let's stop cheating.
And it's not affected us in the British Africans, because men just cheat. They're just wayward with cheating.
We'll go
wayward with cheating.
We'll go there. We'll go there.
Respect yourself.
We'll go there on another episode, but I quickly want to touch on before we end. Like,
are we ending? Oh my god.
We've got to end soon, man. We ain't got time.
Oh shit.
But yeah, I think the last thing I want to just say quickly is that who do you think should be the head of the household? Because that's another thing.
That's a good question.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
Is it the man or the woman? Should the man only be the breadwinner of the house, or is the woman now like coming into like, you know?
Because in African culture, the tradition is, the man provides, the woman is the housewife. But honestly, if I'm being very honest, like, I feel like it doesn't really matter. I feel like what works for you works for you. If I'm the woman, I'm making money than my man, then that's what it is. I'm the breadwinner.
So why do a lot of women shame? I've seen it in Nollywood movies, particularly.
Nollywood
particularly, yeah.
Nollywood movies.
But it happens in real life as well, yeah. Like, a woman will shame a man if they don't have money, when you know they're trying out their hardest. They shame them because they can't provide for their family.
African mentality is toxic. Honestly, African mentality needs to be thrown in the bin, to be honest, because I feel like that's why I'm happy that I was brought up in London, because certain things that African mentality is not, I don't have it because I wasn't born and raised in Ghana. Yeah. It's just the traditional, the stereotypical view that men have to provide. And like, obviously, you want to provide, like, men, we have our natural roles in general, like women being a helper, a man being a leader, whatever. But it's about what works for your relationship, what works for your marriage. And
not everything's the same, and I feel like
it's not the same.
We try to generalize it, especially in African culture.
You can't generalize a whole relationship when everyone is individual. No one on this earth is the same. Exactly. Not one person is the same. So how can we generalize marriages? Personally, my marriage is going to be based on the Bible. That's the only thing I'm going to base my marriage on.
And that's how it should be for you.
But it's still like, in terms of like provision and all these things and whatever, it just depends on your circumstances.
Exactly.
In my opinion, anyways.
Yeah, I think.
But also, let me say this, is that as a woman, I feel like women are very independent now. Like, even though women, we have our own whatever, we do also want a man that, like, in a relationship, we want to also be able to, like, just chill, because we have that, all our lives you've been providing for yourself, doing whatever. So it would be nice to have a man that, just takes care of things and whatever. But obviously you have to contributing or whatever, but
I think it's in that right, we need to change in African culture. It should be 50-50. Everything should be 50-50.
It's a partnership.
It's a partnership. It shouldn't be one side imbalance or one side completely, It has to be level playing field.
Definitely.
Everybody's bringing something to the table. It's when shit goes left, bring it back to the center.
Yeah,
You know what I
it
mean?
depends on your strengths and weaknesses. If my strength isn't here, I'm going to take care of it.
Yeah.
If your strength is here, you take care of it. It just depends on how you guys work together. And you guys have to work together as a partnership at the end of the day. You're not working against each other,
Yeah.
you're working together. You can't really be in a healthy marriage if you're looking at someone else's marriage and then be saying whatever. African mentality needs to be thrown in the bin.
Not everything though.
Everything,
I think
yeah,
some good. I think
whatever.
I like the little thing of like showing when your family is getting married and stuff like that, because it shows that you have respect for not
What do
only
you
your
mean?
like when you are like getting married and stuff like that.
You have to like ask the dad for hand of marriage and stuff like that. Is that what you're
No,
asking?
not that. I'm talking
okay.
about when before you actually get to the marriage stage, not to really meet your parents at that time. Just like before when you know when you're ready to get married with that person, then you start to introduce. I like that because
Okay.
I like that because of the fact that it shows that you're serious. You're bringing them into the family. It's not, I'm bringing them to my family and then I'm gonna cut the next day.
Yeah.
This is
I like that
something,
too. To be
you know
fair.
what I mean. So I like little stuff like that. But
Which means don't get me wrong, I do like African mentality. Some things because it works, and I'm a traditional person in general. So like a lot of what my values or whatever are based on my African culture.
Yeah.
But it's just like the toxic stuff, the things that just need to be thrown in the bin. Like, for example, not talking to your kids about dating.
Not even talking to your kids about sex. That's another thing.
That's another thing.
That's another
obviously.
thing that needs to change as well, because if you don't talk about that, sometimes they will just go wild and they don't even know what it is. It's a very important thing to talk about as well.
People need to understand, if your children are not getting information from you at home, they're getting it from somewhere else. And where would you rather get it from? You, a wise person, or a wayward society?
Yeah.
You. But I do love African culture. I love our culture. Let me say culture, because culture mentality, I guess it's intertwined, but the mentality...
But it's culture. Everything...
Everything
is culture. Everything is culture.
I do like, obviously, I'm taking some African... Some from African, some from British. I love how we can use both. We have a dual identity, so we can take from both and intertwine that into our relationships, into how we, navigate in our lives and whatever. I love that. But there's certain things that I'm just going to be like, no. Another thing, are you going to hit your kids?
Ooh.
This is not even about dating, but are you going to hit your kids? Because, Africans, we grow up like...
If it's really, really, really mad, when it's a situation where they need that hit, then cool. But
you're not going to beat them.
But I'm not going to beat them. Just like a little slap on their face or something like that. A little like...
That's not little. It's not little.
It's little for me. Have you seen? It's little for me.
Okay.
I'll just... Or do you want me to go like this?
Do you know, I actually never grew up getting
beat.
beats.
A lot littler than you.
I never grew up on beats, Obviously, I got hit once in a while, but I don't remember.
I got beat when I was younger because I wasn't the best when I was younger.
I was naughty too, but my parents actually didn't beat me. Like, I'm not
I think it
traumatized
took
by
hard.
beats.
But yeah, I think I wouldn't try to, as much as possible, refrain from it, because it was psychologically will affect
Yeah, it's abuse, isn't it?
It is abuse.
Yeah,
it is abuse. I just feel like in this country, they take it over the top, take a thing to child
Yeah,
mind.
please. If I want to hit my child, you can't tell me nothing.
Don't tell me what to do with my child.
You can't tell me nothing,
beg.
Sally. Yeah.
Or Karen, or
fucking Karen.
Or what's it, Stacey?
Stacey.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, but like, this is it. I think we're done. I think we're good for the day. We have to go wrap up. Studio's trying to kick us out. We're rebelling, pushing our luck.
Yeah.
But we're gonna be here for more. We're here to stay. We're gonna talk into the camera. Thank you so much for watching the second episode. Leave a like. Comment, subscribe.
Share it to your friends. Share it to your African parents so they can get tips.
And I hope you just enjoyed us chatting a load of...
Yeah.
I don't want to say the word.
We're not talking that word anyway.
Yeah, we're talking, we're making sense. All right. See you guys later, man. Take care, man.